Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters in Islam. You're tuning into this Muslim Youth Movement video, and inshallah this video is going to be something that we are all exposed to. So where do we find pornography? We find pornography in a lot of places. We find it on our phones, internet, magazines, billboards, newspapers. We find it in so many places now that it's so hard to avoid, near impossible. You may be thinking, why do people turn to this sort of thing if you don't yourself? Now a lot of the times people turn to this sort of thing when they are in a bad state, when they're low in iman, when they're feeling bad, when they're feeling down, when they've just had an argument, when they want to cheer themselves up. And here's the dilemma: it is so easy to access. It's so easy to access that little 7-year-olds can access it. Now what I'm going to explain to you guys is why you get these thoughts to go back to it. Why you get these kind of overpowering thoughts to go back and do these kind of things. There's something in our brains called dopamine. Now dopamine is something that gets activated when we are with our favorite friends, eating our favorite food, basically enjoying ourselves. Now when you watch pornography, what happens is your dopamine rush goes really high. And now, after you've done your business, obviously the reason why people watch pornography, masturbation, after you've done your business, you'll feel yourself actually go down. You're actually going to feel this, and you're going to think, what have I done? You're going to come back to your senses. And now when you come back to your senses, your dopamine levels are going to go back down. And now what happens is that the next time you get these thoughts, and the next time you actually get tempted to do this, you're going to want to watch something even more extreme than you watched last time. You are going to want to watch even more extreme porn. You're going to want to watch hardcore stuff, disgusting stuff. Even that's why some people go on to watching child porn and disgusting gay porn. That's why they go on to watch this kind of filth. It's because of their dopamine levels. Every time they watch this sort of stuff, dopamine, it leaves a trace in your brain. So it leaves a trace. It's like a high score, and then you're gonna want to keep beating it. So you are going to want to get more extreme every single time you watch this sort of stuff. Now how is this going to affect you? This actually, a lot of people don't affect you for life. A lot of people don't know this. And how this can affect you for life is, obviously as a Muslim, you probably plan to get married in the future. And when you get married, this will affect your sex life in such a bad way, it's unimaginable. What will happen is that because you've watched all of this stuff in the past, because you've seen all of this filth in the past, you're not going to find your wife attractive anymore, because you're going to find so many other women on the internet and so much variety. You're not going to find your wife attractive. And what's going to happen is your dopamine levels aren't going to go as high as your latest high score. And this will affect your marriage in such a bad way where your wife might even get sick of you. And your wife is going to find fitna, and she might even fall into fitna. So you may be thinking now, how do I stop this fitna altogether? How do I change myself? I've been through all of these kind of things in the past. How do I change myself? Now I'm going to give you guys 3 tips, inshallah, that you should have before changing yourself. Tip number 1, have the willpower. Now, you have to actually feel like changing yourself. If you're thinking, oh, I really want to do this, but you know what, I need to change myself for the future. You have to have the willpower. You have to think, this is bad for me. And you are going to have the willpower to change yourself for the better. Tip number 2, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of the times we do things and we don't trust in Allah. We keep worrying about them. They keep being on our mind. You have to make a decision. You have to make the decision thinking, you know what, I'm going to stop doing this, and that's it. And trust in Allah. Don't think about it all the time, because if it's always on your brain all the time, you're not going to forget about it, and you're not going to stop doing it. Tip number 3, don't go searching for it. Now if you're going searching for it, and if you're looking at a woman on the street, and if you're doing perverted things, don't expect yourself to change. Try your best to change. Hang around with good people. Hang around with good Muslims. Hang around with people who are better than you. If you're hanging around with bad people, bad friends, don't expect yourself to change. Because you're hanging around with bad people, they're going to have an influence on you. For example, if you're trying to stop swearing and you're hanging around with people who swear, how are you going to stop swearing? You're not going to feel ashamed of it. In fact, you're going to feel like, yeah, these guys think I'm cool, I'm swearing. The people you want to hang around with is people who, when you talk about these sort of things, they say, brother, what are you talking about? Stop talking about these sort of things. Stop swearing, You are going to want to hang around with people who you feel ashamed of doing these things in front of. So find a good company, find a good crowd. It's not very hard. Now a lot of the times you do this because you've got a lot of spare energy and a lot of energy on your hands. You need to use this, play football, do workouts, do a lot of different things. And use your time up. A lot of the time, this is very time consuming, because when you're watching this, you want it to last longer and longer. People who do this know this. I heard about a case where someone spent 6 hours a day watching this stuff. So it's very time consuming. A lot of you guys do this when you've got a lot of free time. So schedule your days out, schedule your week, occupy yourself, and occupy yourself with good things. think, okay, today I'm going to study this, today I'm going to read this book, today I'm going to go for this walk in the park, today I'm going to hang around with this sort of people, oh, today I'm going to go and see my cousin here, today I'm going to go and see my auntie here. Basically, occupy your time. So basically, brothers and sisters, occupy your time. Use your time wisely. Hang around with good people. Hang around with people who you feel ashamed in front of. You think, subhanAllah, this brother's so pious, man, and I'm doing these things at home. I need to get like this brother. Spend time with good people. Because if you're spending time with bad people, you're going to keep on doing bad things. Brothers and sisters, Jazakallah khair for watching this video. Hopefully these tips have helped you, inshallah. So brothers and sisters, Jazakallah khair for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more of our content. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Muslim Youth Movement MYM. Follow us on Twitter, Youth Movement. You can check me out at www.musadnan.com. Inshallah, we're going to have more videos coming out on this sort of topic. Jazakallah khair for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.